Ken Rammrath. I am a Deputy Chief with the Community Volunteer Fire Department in charge of their logistics, and I am also their Chairman of the Apparatus Committee. I can tell you back in 2003 is when we really started looking at finding something more in regards to a heavy apparatus. From a safety standpoint, from not only the safety and welfare of the firefighters, but just a general overall well-built apparatus. Our first truck was a 2003 rescue truck that we had actually gotten through some grant money from the federal government. And then with the way that we had worked with Pierce and Siddons-Martin, it just seemed that it was a perfect fit for us. Their safety, taking into consideration the safety of those on board, and just the overall standpoint of the truck. And it just seemed a really good fit for this department to be able to go and move into having a complete fleet of nothing but Pierce apparatus. We had a mishap with one of our boosters while they were on a call, and I was kind of pressed for needing to go and get a new truck. Dealing with the Siddons-Martin group and knowing of Skeeter Brush Trucks, having to take a look at them earlier and getting a really good idea of what they were like. They were kind of falling in line with the same mentality where we were looking at for how we dealt with Pierce. And it was because of that, and just because of the fact that we were fortunate enough to get a demo truck through Skeeter, that we were able to get our first Skeeter Brush truck. And it's one of those to where, again, it has fit within that same mindset that we have of safety and dependability with how we were dealing with Pierce, as well as going into not only Skeeter, but then sticking with Siddons-Martin. The way they have been able to treat us and take care of us and stand behind everything that they build, that we were then able to slide right into getting into with EVS, and then getting all of our light duty fleet vehicles through EVS as well. Pierce came out with that Ascendant, and just the way that it was made up and the short wheelbase of that truck. We've got some areas within our territory that make it for us have a little bit of difficulties getting in and out. And knowing that we were able to get that big truck, big ladder on a single axle was going to be a perfect deal for us. Unfortunately, we had moved again from a safety and health standpoint. I had started to design all of our trucks with the removal of air packs from the cab. We wanted to get that dirty equipment out, get them into an outside compartment, making it not only safe from a firefighter sitting inside, staying seatbelted, but also from a health perspective, getting that dirty equipment outside. Unfortunately, it made some additional compartment space required, which of course then we were having to move to a tandem rear axle, but it was because of Siddons-Martin, my sales rep Jeff Doran, who enlightened me on the fact of the all-wheel steer that Pierce had created. And I got the better of two worlds. I got the extended compartment space, giving me all the room I needed outside. I did have to go to a tandem axle, but with the all-wheel steer, man, I tell you what, we were able to go and get into some really nice tight places and maneuver the truck around without any problems, just as if I was dealing with an Ascendant single axle. I can tell you that since 2003, when we started dealing with Siddons-Martin and Pierce, my dealings with the service department has been nothing but spectacular. The group out at Brookshire has been perfect for me. They are honest and upfront. When I call them and I have an issue and I need something done, they're Johnny on the spot for me. They are there to be able to help me, take care of my fleet, do what I need to be able to go and keep my fleet operational and on the street and in service. again, they're honest and upfront, and they tell me when things are bad and need to be taken care of, and they're going to do as best of their ability to be able to go and take care of and fix those problems as quickly as possible. There are times where we have some issues and we had to have some discussions, but it has always been the honest, upfront customer service of all of Siddons-Martin's employees, my service crew out at Brookshire, that have been just been perfect for me. And then we've really had a good working relationship over the years.